You know, just a few years ago, 4K UHD TVs were like brand new and everybody was really excited about them. Well, it's been a few years, and so now that 4K's been around for a couple of years, how are you going to make it even better than before? Well, for Samsung, it's the new SUHD TV. And while that one little letter may not seem like a whole lot, Samsung's actually bringing quite a bit to UHD TVs for 2015. Let's start with what we can see. We have a chamfered bezel, which basically puts a bevel on the bezel. So now, instead of being a flat strip, we now have a gradient edge that goes in towards the television panel itself. And that is supposed to add some to the depth of things. I just think it looks good. Next, we've got a new stand design this year. Samsung's using a very curvaceous sort of Y or U-shaped stand that kind of accentuates the curve of the television itself. And on the back of the very best TV Samsung makes this year is a new Shirring edge. Now that's sort of a scalloped or rippled design that goes on the back of the television. But the big improvement for SUHD TVs this year is something that you can't see from the outside. It's called quantum dots. And these are basically little tiny crystals that produce colors when you shine light on them. The technology is designed to produce more pure colors and a wider array of colors, and it does that. It does that very well, as we can see in this demonstration here. There are more subtle grades to the color. In fact, this TV is capable of producing colors that it can't even be fed with yet. The content doesn't exist, but when the content does come around, this television is going to be ready for it. Talk about thinking into the future. What you're seeing right now is Samsung's brand new smart TV interface. Now it's based on Tizen, which is an operating system that was developed sort of in conjunction with Intel, and Samsung's been pushing this through a number of different devices, but it's not really taken off. Here, on their televisions, it looks excellent. Now, it's not just the smart TV interface, it's how you interface with the entire television. So everything from switching inputs to adjusting to the volume to getting into your streaming apps is controlled by this new operating system. And it's extremely user-friendly looking. We haven't had a chance to put our hands on it yet, but looking at the card-style interface that lays along the bottom, we're reminded of WebOS, which is a competing smart TV interface from LG. It's very simple, straightforward, and it appears easy to use, and we find it a refreshing change from what Samsung used to use. Of course, when you're Samsung and you come to CES, you gotta come big, and Samsung did that once again. What we're looking at right now is a 21:9 cinematic aspect ratio, technically 5K TV with all of Samsung's bells and whistles built in. But what really makes this TV different is that it moves. It flexes from flat to curved and then back again. You want a flat TV? No problem. Want it curved? Just press a button and it'll curve towards you. Now, in a TV of this size, the effect of the curve is a little bit more significant. There is a little bit more of that wraparound feel, but never mind all that, it's just a lot of fun. And since every bit of Samsung's best TV tech is folded in, it looks spectacular.